AQ here from UG Studios, and today we're going to learn how to play the Scholastic Time Machine game, where players become time detectives. Someone has rearranged time, and it's your job to put historical events back in the correct chronological order. Be the first player to discard all of their event cards and win. To get started, shuffle the cards and place them face down in the center of all players along with the red reveal decoder. Deal 5 cards to each player. The oldest player starts the game by flipping the top card in the deck and placing it face up with plenty of space on either side. The youngest player then adds a card from their hand to the timeline, either before or after the face-up card in chronological order. This turn establishes the timeline. All players must now add cards in chronological order between these 2 events. On a player's turn, they can either place an event card onto the timeline or play an action card on the timeline. If a player has neither an action card or an event card that falls within the timeline, that player must draw from the deck until they draw an event card that fits or an action card to play. After a player has placed a card into the timeline, the player to their right uses the red reveal decoder to check the dates hidden at the bottom of the cards. If the card is placed correctly, great job! If the card is placed incorrectly, the card is moved to the correct place in the timeline, and that player must draw a card from the deck. Play then continues clockwise. There are 3 types of action cards in the game: set a new timeline beginning, set a new timeline ending, and pick a player to swap a card with. When a player plays a set a new timeline beginning card, that player may place an event card before the first card in the timeline, establishing a new timeline beginning. A player may place any event card from their hand so long as that event happened earlier than the earliest event on the current timeline. When a player plays a set a new timeline ending card, that player may place an event card after the last card in the timeline, establishing a new timeline ending. A player may place any event card from their hand so long as that event happened later than the latest event on the current timeline. When a player plays a pick a player to swap a card with card, that player may select any player from the group to swap a card with. Each player then picks any card from the other player's hand to trade. Play continues clockwise with players adding cards to the timeline, checking dates, and playing action cards. When a player has discarded all of the cards from their hand, the game is over and that player is named the ultimate time detective. And that's how you play the Scholastic Time Machine game. If you found this video helpful, go ahead, give it a like. And while you're at it, why not subscribe and stay up to date on the latest and greatest from your friends at UG Studios. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.